check his safe guys. Damn it, that's okay. Ah, man. Check my inbox. Could have feared that. Wait.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince him.
What man? 3 million. About. No. Stuff. Stuff. Should really do this like. What the hell? What the hell? One of my. Oh. Yeah, that's the first thing you come for do. You know, it's you. Princess Law. Alright, cool. Ah, shit. I have so much things to do in this game. Hey, funny thing, you know, Bonnie. Something there. You watch a video now video yet, but log on do. Cause you must say
Want to
three
become a
options
wanderer.
listed there. Yeah, so in the base case, I have so much things to do in this game. It's not even a joke. What is what am I having at this to do?
Wherever.
Oh shit. Hold on. As I said about it, I need a mic, honestly. I don't know what to do. I guess next PA time we can sort out a mic thing there. Oh, my sound better. I feel like I chew the breeze and my blowing at the background. Or maybe chew the mic not that close to my face that much. Yeah. Oh no, see you. This is what I look for. Ah, yeah, well, I guess because the mic never that close to me that much. But yeah, Bonnie, next PA we need to go sort out the mic. The army move for wait until like Black Friday. Um, you think me for wait for Black Friday cause Black Friday not for wait. We're not Black Friday again. I mean if you know when that can save me like enough money.
Ah, cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like
Oh
it.
shit, November. Um do I have time for that, Bonnie? Do I have Oh, honestly, I hope say, wait, my first started out like over. Yeah, it a run smooth on my side. Oh, wait, now I run smooth. That's the problem with this game. I don't realize.
Freeze!
Like, it a run perfectly fine for me.
To ashes!
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
You haven't won yet.
Freeze!
Take this!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Power that ended Archon!
Yeah, something there. You know the Streamlabs app, it tell me say about frames lagging out by 2% and whatnot.
Don't get
So yeah,
frostbite.
really don't know if to do about the frames gun. Unless you want me to bring my computer Wednesday and we'll go check out what I go on. Like do a test stream. Cause honestly I don't know what else I to do in the settings cause look up everything. Oh shit! Yo, tree. Oh shit. Ah. Alright, alright, that surprised me because normally I just one person pop in here and then disappear. So you think some internet are the problem? Oh, you mean at work, at work. Oh yeah, I forget more that no. Morris saying did have some jobs in want to do at work, so yeah, I guess it can't happen Wednesday, you know. Oh yeah, we just stream them at work. Oh shit. I forget all about them something. So what, like Thursday? Friday? Thursday, Friday? I tried.
Booba, get them!
Come into being. Moments of birth.
After frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
Burst forth. Ha! Yeah! Feel this ancient power.
Too smooth. Alright. I guess try it out Wednesday. Wait, Thursday me. Well yeah. Because as I said, I'm not forward in Tuesday. So but it's crazy that I have 3 people watch right now. Yo, imagine remember us 10 people. Your mother geek out. Oh my god! Hi
I'll
guys!
protect us!
So glad you guys are actually watching me.
grin. All eyes on me. Crisis on your side. Fly.
But yeah, something there. We there talk about that in our One Piece, right? I feel like me no know how this shit gonna go. That's for me personally. We don't know. Yes, cause say well, we can either go 3 ways. And like the only way I see can happen is like if Law lose, but nothing no really happen to him, just lose and then yeah, here static I wonder about shit. Or maybe I treat them yo, man, not even reach now in the game yet, and there's so much to do. This gonna take like 2 to 3 hours to do. My God. Yes, guy, accept law in the something there. You know, the straw fleet or some other funny. Whoa. 4 people? Come on, some out gone. Um, if we finish up that event there, like this man need to just join the straw fleet and done because who can help more than a 5v1? What do you think about the stream now, Bunny? It don't look like it lag too much. Cause it look kind of smooth now from my perspective. I'm kind of watch it too.
Lisa said that the Knights of Avonius would help us get ingredients for Razor's what?
Wait, I want to go.
How off?
That did. Yeah, it actually look kind of good for me right now.
Paimon wonders how Razor's class has been going. Sucrose, wait!
Yeah, you know, just gonna leave this up for people who don't know want to read.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, please stop her! Whoa, you scared Paimon! What's gotten the two of you so worked up? Sucrose and I agreed to present the wine ingredient to you together. But when she heard that Razor will be showing up, she insisted that she won't spend a moment longer here than she has to. I'm not good at dealing with strangers. Anyway, as long as the ingredient gets into the right hands, that's all that matters. that won't do. We worked on this together, and we should present it together. I can't take credit for what you did.
Like my voice, or
It's not about the credit.
the
Wait,
game.
so does this mean the Knights of Favonius' ingredient is a product of bioalchemy? Yes, it's a quadruple sweetness sunsetia. Quadruple sweetness? But aren't regular ones sweet enough as it is? Also, why a sunsetia? Okay, let me give you the full story. I love the scent of wine, and after reading up on the art of winemaking, I have grasped some of the key principles. In short, whatever ingredients you use, it's essential to include something sweet. In an attempt to select the most suitable ingredient, I gathered samples of all the sweet plants and fruits I could find in the Mondstadt area. Then, I tried them all in turn and took detailed notes. I also factored in the differences between the same ingredient grown in different locations. For instance, sweet flowers from Springvale are a little sweeter than those at Cape Oath. Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. It was no problem at all. Just my duty as a maid of Favonius. The chance to source the Defender's will on behalf of the Knights of Favonius is a huge honor for me. Noelle, your eyes are sparkling. But Paimon thinks it could be because of Lisa's
Oh yeah, the
brainwashing.
reason why is because I put the mic close up to my face. So yeah,
Anyway,
I guess
I
that's the
was worried
problem.
that my
Not having it close
evaluation
to
would
my
be too
face,
subjective
it
if
sound
only I
out,
were involved.
whack.
Thankfully, I ran into Sucrose the other day on her way out of the lab. Oh no! What is it, Sucrose? I just remembered why I left the lab that day. I was supposed to go and fetch some lab equipment we imported recently. Oh. Uh-oh. That look on your face seems to say you forgot all about it and have been in the lab this whole time. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. It's my fault, really. I'll go and see Marjorie about the equipment shortly. Carry on, Noelle. Oh, okay. Anyway, Sucrose is a true professional when it comes to this kind of research. I showed her my list, and she made some extremely valuable suggestions. Please, you don't need to go out of your way to compliment me. Noelle filled me in on the background of the whole situation. I was moved to see how seriously she took this task, even though she'd never even met Razor before. However, none of the potential ingredients she had identified were perfect candidates. What we needed was a fruit high in sugar and easily fermentable. After a final look at Noelle's list, I picked the Sunsetia sample from near Cider Lake as a basis. Using bioalchemical techniques, we were able to amplify the sweetness, then conduct a few tests to compare the results against the benchmarks. Watching Sucrose work on an experiment when she's in the zone, I already
Alright, but
said
just
don't
kind of feel if
compliment
you
me.
skip all of this now.
Anyway, the result of our research is the Epsilon series Tetrasweet Sunsetia. Noelle shortened the name to Quadruple Sweetness Sunsetia. Unfortunately, it can't be produced on a very large scale under the current Traveler. There's something else I'd like to share with you. Growing up, I was lucky. I was never the best at dealing with other people, but my parents never placed any expectations on me. They never said to me, "You need to be more sociable," or anything like that. They just said I should do what I enjoy. So, I'm well aware that I'm one of the lucky ones. I haven't lived Razor's life, and I can't pretend to imagine what it must have been like.
Dog, when the running them
So,
got chatting and
I don't know how
we
much it will
can't
mean
take
coming
it
from
so
me, but
time.
I truly... Oh, Sucrose.
Anytime them get like this, all I remember is that guy from the idiot Nickelodeon cartoon where like them have this kid where him kind of retarded and was like, it
Sorry,
just remind me
I
of that.
am late again. Teacher forgot about the time. Kept talking and talking.
That's alright, we were just chatting. Whoa, deja vu. Paimon said the exact same thing 2 days ago. Where did Sucrose go? Wow, she disappeared the moment he opened the door. Hello, I'm Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Hi.
Here's our ingredient for you. Oh, but I can't take
Yeah,
full credit
that me
for
there
it.
talk
I
about
had
wild
help from an alchemist,
thornberries.
but right now,
Yeah,
she,
yeah, just remind me of that.
Right, yes. It's a shame she couldn't be here to present it to you in person.
Cause bunny, you see how long
Smells
we
like
there watch them attack?
potion, nectar, and anemo crystal fly.
Wow,
This sunsetia is sweeter than ones I have smelled before.
that's right. I hope that this sweet fruit will help you brew the sweetest wine.
Thank you all. When she has time, I want to thank her also.
Leave that to me. I'll figure out a way to persuade her to not work so hard all the time, so...
Okay, I will wait.
Alright, now that we have all the ingredients, we can finally start making the wine. For that, we'll need a... Bye, Noelle! We're gonna head off now. Good luck with everything. See you next time.
That was some long ass What the fuck is Maximum? Oh god. Oh god, Jesus Christ. Man, can I get my map, please? Thank you. Alright, watch this now for a bug along
Follow
chat
the
this
wind.
again. Oh, I can't even get for none, you know?
Honorary Knight Razor over here! Look who it is! Wow, it's Diana! I'm always sure we'd run into you at the Cat's Tail stand sometime, but... Ooh, traitors. What? I'm so mad!
Oh my god, look, it's a cat girl, Diona. Da, 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 da.
Cree told me the whole story. So, this bright idea was the brainchild of you two? How could you? Razor is Daddy's friend. And he was a good influence. Right up until you got him interested in wine. Razor, you...
Funny,
Sounds
when I
like
tell
there's
you,
been some crossed wires here.
when I tell you them ready for turn up the
Great,
dialogue to
what
100,
exactly did you say?
them turn it up to 100,
I
on
told
God.
her that Razor's looking for his mommy with the honorary knight's help, but before I
I'm
finished,
not even reach
Diana said,
the main
"Please
part of the
sit."
stream that I come to do. I just do
Okay.
this because it
Paimon
need to
doesn't
be
even know where to
done.
start.
Otherwise, I'm not
Diana,
get the
it
rewards.
sounds like Klee left out a few important details in the story. So you're saying Razor wants to make the same wine that his mother and father once made? So he can learn more about them? You better not be making this up to try to pull the wool over my eyes. Sorry, Diona. It was all... So, are you still... I caught a bunch of fish for us to eat. We're just trying to help. I just don't want Razor being led astray, that's all. That's why I may have raised my voice a little bit just now.
Honestly, I just I try to reach the
Since none of you plan on
cutscene.
drinking it, then... But I need you to know that I'm a mixer, not a brewer. So I'm used to... Yay! Bunch of flatterers.
God.
All done! That was quick! Now we just need to find... We wait
Alright,
for
is
a
it?
windier
It's
day.
just like
Maybe
the events them
windrise?
like this, like
If
where
you
it have a
say the
story
word
arc,
windy, that's the
them
first
gonna go
place
bring
I'm
out the
cool.
dialogue and them shit there
I have to
for
keep
some
an eye on my
reason.
foolish
But you see
father,
the rest
so
side like the
I won't be
Archon
joining
crest
you.
and all them something.
Klee, come and play again some other time.
Them will go hard with the
I
cut
will.
scene and the action and everything. Wait, wait, wait. Kinda don't want that. Wait, oh, they're not in the zone. Alright, I'll do some action because I can't do that bore the whole stream with just beer chattings. I guess me do that on my own time. Probably later on tomorrow. Because tomorrow later the last game of shit. The last time this had come, nobody had no level 90. It's not easy for me right now. I need like 2 people. Ah man. Oh shit. What eat? Nobody else in food. Yes, he's doing in. Ah. I have to read. Oh no. Christ, man. No. Jesus Christ. At this point, we don't care. Jesus.
Keep up. I'll uproot you. Let's get down to business. How's this?
Hold the line!
There's more!
Turret, bring refuge!
My blade!
Let me weave you a burst. Rain, outline.
Say no more!
Huh? Go! Higher, higher, here's my fire!
Cascade! Kamisato Aki. Suiyu!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Be still. There's no end to this. New job. Hey, I wasn't ready. How's this? Moments of birth. Let's roll. Oni coming through. Ha! Suffocate. Bam!
Boba, get them! You're
Over here! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Gather! This is order! Lament!
Useless.
How's this?
Can't see.
Rest and rebuild!
Cheap tricks.
I hear everything.
Ha! I have no hands. Fall before me!
Know my sword! Witness the power of Fuwa!
Cascade! The depths beckon! Fall before me!
I'm going in!
One straight slice! Another test subject. That tingles?
Attaboy!
Fry!
Coming to being. Witness my great undertaking.
That tingles?
Who wants some of this? My blade.
Pay your dues! Fry! Leaving so soon!
Alright, Silver, that, but me will take that. Me will take that. Dear Silver. What did I get for Silver? Yeah, me take Silver. Me take Silver every day. Every day me take Silver. Instead of Florida, it's not that. Alright, I'm gonna do some boring things. Um, many if we do this Archon test, honestly. Many if we at least finish one part of it and then do the rest, not do the rest off stream, like basically do some other things off stream. I'm gonna be up for a hot minutes.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating
Hold on.
dinner the other day, I saw
Until
one of them by
probably
the side of the
finish
road.
part of
Muttering
this,
away
like
and
the
eating
quest,
mushrooms and tree
then
roots.
come off of it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Maybe. It
No,
depends.
I think that's all I have
But
to
thanks
tell
for
you.
coming out.
Sorry.
Because me not even know what freak me. I'm gonna do upon this. Oh, this is the most active stream them ever been. This guy, you want
Time to go.
people I watch.
You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange,
Yeah, man.
they've helped me in the past.
Thanks
If
for
it weren't for them,
coming out.
my house would have collapsed long ago.
Big help.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak.
Yeah.
You mean that
Yeah,
nice
down
man
the
who
line,
looks like your
down the
grandpa's
line.
long-lost twin, right?
But who
He was
knows?
actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my
I know
own
the who.
eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that well, whatever the case.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Just let me and you person in my stream. If you so cut down, I'm sure about that.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa
Oh, well, if the last time I
Oh, think... Yeah.
Oh, that's... I've known you since you...
Wow, what? Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything. Let's head over there.
Shit, I just Jesus Christ, I swear to God, somebody did this guy down with that.
Join the Aerolites. Race.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King
Yeah, but
civilization in ancient
no say they
times.
gonna go through
We
that
don't
later.
quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I swear.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
Me, a normal human being, will just stay calm when seeing these characters.
Sino is
Other
pretty
human beings
terrifying.
will go crazy. I don't know why, but I have to pray for the human race. Because it's not looking good, bro. It's really not looking good.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak! I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
really hate how they make kids running at this damn game. Why am I run like that? Kinda piss me off. Look on him.
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
How far this man live? Jesus Christ, man.
This is where Grandpa usually stays. There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Oh, word.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Not you up.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here, from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa. So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars...
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
Why do my vibrate, son? That's a
You
piss me
bet.
off.
So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see.
No, it was. Okay,
So
okay.
someone
Yes,
used
sir.
a kind of incense
God
to lead the
damn.
exiled scholars away from the village.
Church lag.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of
I know.
Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia, you're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken.
Sounds like a plan!
Oh, still did this. Oh, they just show him now. Did it?
Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist?
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as—
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Thea. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Oh man.
Time to go.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar, Delavar,
What the
or
hell?
Bari recently?
Man, come
Of
out
course
and
I
chat
have.
now.
Matter of fact,
You just come in
we
and
were all here
chat for
drinking
the
together
foolishness
just a
and then
few
go
days
cut.
ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe
I
Delavar
hate
and his
you.
friends might be interested.
Yeah, I truly
Know
hate
where
you
I
so
could
much.
find him?
If I could have blocked him, I
How
block you.
thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend
We
too,
are
so
talking
of course I
about-
can take you to him. Come with me.
Welcome, weary travelers. All who seek rest will find it here.
Oh, what? So he's not at the hotel today?
I can't even bother for type shit, honestly. Mother, hey, we are. If anything is you leave me with kids. You migrate. You can't live far and leave me. But there by myself.
Time to go.
Man, what this line? Yo, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, all the way for contact me. Leave me alone. Man, I have visa for the
Are
cut
we
with you.
there yet?
I have plane ticket money for the cut with you. No. What more would I do?
Yep,
Even
this
if we
is the
reach up
place.
there. Cause I can't cook like you. So I gotta sell, may I sell myself. I that I gonna do. Man, man, jump off a bridge the youth.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
Man, move. Move. You never want to do nothing what we did down there. So yeah, I gotta do something up there, so now. Man, move.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Wait. You message me upon No, you don't message me none at all. No, you don't message me no at all. So I'm straight to God say they
Come on,
message.
Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from
You
the
even
very
sub to
beginning?
me there in my chat. At least help me out by subbing. More reach 30. At least 30 if you sub. More than 20.
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't ya? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little...
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're
You
all
really
looking
did?
forward to an
Thanks,
uprising in
thanks.
Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrow...
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
So oh the baby I come along come. I see you post up a baby, you know. And I said, Bomba, she cut gonna foreign and get pregnant already. I should have me. I should have me.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Yeah, I know it's a shocky one. But that's crazy. When they migrate and get a kid, because I don't think I'm still out here, right? But it's crazy that him have one pound away. Yo, it must settle down. It must like it must have a car, it must have a house. It fuck out. Hey, I can't even cross from the street. It's a white girl Is a white girl? Hey, that's a humor. That's a humor. Would be proud of that.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors.
Oh,
Anything
oh
else I'm
shit!
missing out
Him
on?
get way? Oh damn! Oh him get way! Him jump on a shape. Oh him get way! Uh, smart plan, smart plan. Oh him get way! Him going tears. Yo, oh, so the baby, I don't plan. Yo, yo, no, Shaki different, dad.
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
No man, this crazy. And plus, yes, I know I need to get a mic, cause my ear it right now it sound like shit. What? Alright, later. Thanks to the news, cause that the mind blowing stills. Hey, it's over, Kiana. Thanks for coming.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Just following orders.
Illusion shattered!
Take that! Cascade. Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
Yes,
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Realize now there's a big loading screen I've got from
This should
some
be all
flat
of them.
screen thing.
I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
I swear to God, said the whole thing they done this, huh?
You heard the question. Now answer me.
Well, okay then.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Oh, damn.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry.
Oh man.
It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Damn, bruh. Yo, this one just so serious. But of it.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
Yo, all of this funny. Why do I shake the head like that?
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Dog. This funny.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
What him just do?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
We need to start this one sooner or later. When you
I can feel new power surging within me.
Alright, so this one need 10, 30, 60. God damn, 105, 74 pop up in one day. Some would need like 2 days, maybe 3 days to collect all of this. That was an accident. I'm good. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you want me. Wait, can I get copyrighted for that? Yo, you know, it would have been crazy if I get copyrighted for that little song that I just sang.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. Makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time, so clearly I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
Wonder how far out there. It's a good thing somebody capture this. These things are so unnecessary. Why you want me to climb way up there, sir? You just jump down back.
Sounds good to me.
One with nature.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Monsters, watch out!
Shine down.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind.
I will have order. Gather.
There is no escape.
The wind knows it.
Be still.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
I mean, they don't look bad on stream now.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Oh, cool. Him do it for me. Man, I have to do it myself.
Let's go in and take a look. patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which...
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up! You keep reading your book, see ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey! Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated. Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
What? I did have to. Okay, so I did change up the view.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
We got one over here. I feel really, oh my god, I feel like after this, I really just, probably kind of, yeah, got lost. Oh, we get one up top. It look like it's locked too.
One with nature.
This is order.
Forest Ranger Kale.
Unlock this.
Solidify!
Into the wind.
Gather!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Go!
What is the situation?
Maybe I should stop reading these.
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind, but something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps, his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If this matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
This man.
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Oh, shit. Yeah, boy. Oh, damn, what's this? Oh. But yeah. End the live stream right here because they seem like a lot of time, over 2 hours. But even after I end the stream, hold on. Even after I end the stream, I'm gonna still play, get some things, and just gotta jump off. So yeah, yo, man, accept that man in this thing, you know. All right, so anyways, peace. Wait, before peace, I just want to say thanks to everybody who joined, everybody who stay in on the stream, even if I did for 1 minute,
I'm
it's
sure
really
I've forgotten something.
contribute.
Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it.
Yeah.
As soon as I know what it was.
So now that probably get good amount of people for talking with me in here. It's been good having who I got in here. So yeah. So yeah, once again, thanks to everybody who joined. Sorry for that. If you're new, sub up. More Genshin on the way, cause I know I'm not done. The first half of the Sumeru content, my basically record, and it did it. No edit, none at all. So maybe one day I might drop that after I'm done all of the desert Sumeru. But yeah.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the
Yeah,
look
thanks
on
for
my
everything.
retainers'
And
faces when I informed them
that's
of my
all.
plans
Peace.
today.
Oh wait, no, before my
Panic-stricken, but
piece.
unable to muster the courage to say
Tomorrow
anything
I
in
live stream
opposition.
again. Genshin or either Pokemon
Yes,
Unite.
this was a fine
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Probably Pokemon Unite. I feel like Pokemon Unite.